So I'm going to read this that I recorded myself, transcribed, just rambling upon clarity and the soul. Um, so on the soul, on clarity, on ketamine, ayahuasca, internal family systems, emotional processing, on the soul and the heart, on clarity. In my time as a ketamine, working in a ketamine center, I saw hundreds of different people go through ketamine infusions and talk to them about their experience. A thread that went through the experience of many people that found ketamine to be successful was that it gave them clarity. It seems that when people are in a dark place, categorized by experience of stress, anxiety, depression, trauma, these things often suffocate them. It's like this, you know, they block their view, everything, they see through this lens of these things. Um, they create a fog, a suffocating fog that surrounds them everywhere they go. They can't see around it. They can't fully breathe and find peace. There's a confusion, a frustration, a suffering that is surrounding them. They cannot see through it. It's perpetually there. Through the ketamine infusions, it seemed that if you imagine this lens, this mask that's suffocating them right in front of their eyes, right in front of their face, through the ketamine infusions, it's like these things would take a couple steps back, slowly. These things would then, rather than being in front of their face, be across the room. There's a lot more space to breathe. No longer are they suffocating. There's a lot more room. There's much more space. And in that space, it seems to be where they find clarity. These things are across the room, and because they're not so near, you could see much more clear in this space. You could decide to go down a different fork in the road. You could see this energy pattern, which the way it went down and how it would make you feel, and you could just be more mindful about that whole crescendo of that process. These things that backed up, they're still there, and it didn't disappear entirely, but the clarity allows you to have a deeper understanding of yourself separate from that thing, a clear understanding of who you are and how that affects you and what other options you have. Clarity invites in a freedom of choice. Throughout our lives, human beings, we internalize stress, sadness, shame, guilt, pain, trauma, grief. All these things, we hold them internally. Anger. If we don't reach deep enough and keep the connection to our souls through our heart, practice the transfiguration of our emotions and of our energy, we could end up with blockages, carrying around things, unable to let go, inviting in this fog instead of the clarity. Unable to let go, inviting in this fog of confusion, embodying these dead patterns, living as a shell, unable to find clarity. There's no space. There's no freedom. It's surrounding you. It's not nourishing you. It's disconnected. It's not deep enough to touch your soul. And it's famine. It's drought. I found that in my ayahuasca experience, the different parts of me that were maybe in conflict, the different energies which were being stagnant, were all purged. And the conflicting selves within me were unified. And there's a massive amount of clarity and freedom of myself to find the center within my heart easier, more automatically, with confidence and love. And that is my aim in therapy, the aim in psychedelic practice that I believe I'm trying to obtain and studying. These inner dynamics, seeing the shift in you, seeing what clarity is, and embodying that spacious feeling within myself, and studying what may be giving, what processes give me the factors to have that freedom, to embody that spacious clarity, freedom, centeredness, and love. In the warmth of love, the soul can be itself. Rather than searching for the soul so desperately, let the soul find you. And I say all this because it helps me think about what clarity means and what the inner dynamics mean, the inner dynamics are, and how hopefully, all in the hope by expressing this, that I may be better able to help others. So that's what I rambled and said, and I have it written, typed out. I think, in all these therapeutic practices, um, we're trying to find that freedom. So then I went on to talk about, you know, in that ayahuasca experience, purging, getting that space. There's different things we could do to find that space. It seems like a key piece in finding clarity is energy exertion. I'm talking about holding these things, embodying these things, internalizing these. Energy exertion. I've found through bodily movement, speaking as well, writing as well, running, jujitsu, Muay Thai. If you can, laugh. Dancing has been extremely helpful. The vocal aspect, extremely helpful. The expressive, all helpful. The crying. If you can, truly removing the analytical mind, the judgmental mind, the fearing mind, and remove all that, allowing the expressive art within you to arise, childlike freedom. And this expression channels the flow through all the blockages, puts you through the emotions that you must feel in order to be present, helps you let go of the things you need to let go of to be present, helps you release all the pain that is blocking you, helps you release the questions and the doubt, and more embodies true faith, which surpasses all doubts and skepticism and different things that may pull you from the here and now in your heart, here and now. This exertion is very key. The body is in the soul. You have the opportunity to channel these energies through symbol, through expression, and I find this to be a very key piece in keeping yourself connected. A practice to honor. And the practices aren't from a place of striving, of overcoming reality and who you are, trying to get something out of life. Not for all these things to get something. I think I'm realizing it works best when we let go of the questions and approach it from a sense of honoring, gratitude, reverence, thanking the God of life, the God of death, the mystery, thinking about the mystery, understanding the holiness, the divine nature of yourself and reality, the divine mystery of yourself and reality. When we form these practices with this curiosity about the mystery, with this reverence for existence, and the courage to follow whatever love may put you through in this world, and that allows you to be you, which is the greatest thing you could do. It's God's gift for you to be you. Only you are you. Nobody else like you. Nobody has it. Nobody ever. Only you. Not these things so you become rich, not so you become powerful, not so you could get more friends, more popular, more famous, whatever. It's cutting the mind at the root. The mind has all those desires, wants, needs, and questions, but no. We do this because these principles allow the soul to be itself. Whatever may come of the soul being itself is not for us to decide. It's not for me to decide. It's my duty to God to honor that and learn and follow whatever may unfold from that. Thank you.